Hello, everyone. This is Trevor again. I guess I'm trying to get this into a sort of weekly habit, and I actually just got off of. I'm doing a course right now with Jordan Bates, the Escaping the Rat Race course that he provides, and just got off of the group call. And so a few things were bubbling in my mind. One thing was go back to sleep. Second thing was let's do some Wim Hof breathing. Third thing was let's do some shakuhachi. Uh, and then it just came to me that I really like this format, and I know I very much intend. Well, if it flows right, I guess, because I'm letting go of more shoulds. But I think the Monday mind dump idea, it sounds kind of banal. It sounds kind of, what is it? Like, I think the thing with me and in my experience with spirituality and religion that maybe my ego hasn't liked the most is this sort of superficiality, this sort of, well, what seems to be superficiality is sort of language game where it's sort of like there's like certain words used and this stuff, which is that's fine. It's just for me, I feel like someone's like, oh, well, you're saying Monday mind dump, and then you're talking about like important issues like world peace and like truth and stuff. And I guess I'll take one from this from Jed, the spiritual enlightenment, the damnedest thing where it's like the world explodes or a stick is snapped in two. It's the same thing. And that's a little intense, but I guess the focus of this Monday mind dump, because I have to actually go to work in like 20 minutes, the focus of this, so by necessity of work, unless if I am evil and then after work I record the other I don't think I will. So this actually might be a shorter one just by virtue of time constraints. Thank God. But this, I'm going to talk about cycles, and I'll try and distill the wisdom that we covered in the call. I think, because I think it's good. So first off, maybe I'm using a video editing software, so I might just plop this in there. But basically, through this course, we make a little life map. I have like a little weird photo printout copy. Went to the local Family Mart because I don't have a printer, so I just the first thing I printed accidentally like a photo version of it. But basically, on the life map, you got like the priorities, 5 priorities this week, this month, this year. Different things like highest excitement, all this other stuff. There's other things too, like the one I have on my laptop. I'll put the link in the description below. I actually don't remember off the top of my head where this is, but it's like a weekly momentum planner. So, yeah, is it pulling up? Pulling up? Yeah. So right now I'm just making the week for this week. So in the call, I really appreciate Jordan's comments because basically this past week was, I think, pretty much a success. So I set out to do, let me just read the things I set out to do. I set out to do 5 things this week. Or no. 5 things last week. Yeah, my apologies. So week of 1/13/20. I started doing my weeks on Mondays now. So the 5 things I set out to do this month. Well, not this month. Well, yeah, let me read out the monthly goals. So I want to make 1 new YouTube video per week. Sometime weekendish. So like, I guess, yeah, beginning of week. Well, Monday mind dump. It's Monday. 1 post for each of my websites, trevorwest.life and lifefurther.com, weekly. And Escaping the Rat Race, working on that course a little bit, 1 section per week. Continuing my studies of Nihongo, of Japanese, specifically my weak spots, so passive and causative tense, and other interpretation translation work, and continuing kanji and vocab study. And then Zhongwen, my Chinese study. setting up a study regimen and doing study via the Pleco app or Anki SRS app. So this week, my projects were do a website post to lifefurther.com and trevorwest.life, or do more work on those things. I actually didn't specify, I just said websites. And then videos, the Peace and Truth video and Peace and Truth condensed video. And then Escaping the Rat Race, one section, drawing, specifically like a picture of my house and like the moon in where I'm at in Japan. And then catching up on my Japanese studies and rekindling, setting up my Chinese studies. So on these accounts, I did do a Life Further post, lifefurther.com post on Peace and Truth. I did not do a trevorwest.life post, but I did a lot of work going into it. I did a lot of work of that this Saturday Japan time. And so for the videos, I did the Monday Mind Dump on Peace and Truth. And I didn't do this, Peace and Truth condensed, and I'll get into why and why I think doing a condensed video. So basically, I'll take the general haziness of the Peace and Truth video that's an hour long, the Monday Mind Dump. I'm thinking to turn the Monday Mind Dump into like a, just whenever it comes to me, because I was thinking, at the end of the week I could post it. But realistically, at this point, it might be like, give it more time for me to think on it, and then I'll go back and listen to what I said and make from that. I might write a script or something so that I outline my ideas more. Because right now I'm just going off the top of my head. And I will make like a 5-minute video condensing the insights and the key takeaways, what I want. What basically the hour does in an hour, not very effectively, I want to do in 5 minutes way more effectively. So basically, I think Paul Vanderklee does this too. He does like these, he runs through his ideas of what he's doing. So probably not the best thing for me to be doing for my first videos, but that's the general format I foresee into the future. Is I'll do these like, and if you want to watch them, that's great, but they're more for me to just get in the habit of uploading videos, of being comfortable in this format where I am recording. Okay, so I didn't do the drawing. I did catch up with my Japanese and Chinese. So let me talk about this past week in 10 minutes, the 10 minutes that I have. So on the call that I just got out of for Escaping the Rat Race, one of the things Jordan offered for us to talk about was, what was it? Like anything that's like what's really on your mind right now, what's like your passion, what are you struggling with? The big thing on your mind. And for me right now, so yesterday I actually only got about 3.5 hours of sleep. Let me see. I went to bed today, Japan time, at about 1:50 in the morning. And then I got up at about 5:30 because the call was at like 6 a.m. Japan time. So what was I doing? Well, I woke up yesterday at about 10 after having this weird idea that I'm like, oh man, I got so much sleep going into Saturday, Sunday. I'm only going to get an hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep because I was up until 1 or 2 Sunday morning because I was watching a movie over at some friend's house, other ALTs on the island. We were watching The Godfather. Great movie. So basically, got home from that around 1:30 or 2 or something, and then I went to bed pretty soon after that. And then I had this idea that I like, because I got so much sleep, because I got like 10 or 11 hours of sleep going into Saturday, so I was like, I got so much sleep. So I like set alarms for like 5. I totally overslept them. I set one backup alarm for 12, but I ended up getting up around 10:30. And I woke up with this dream in my head of Mega Man Battle Network. I freaking love that game. So I looked up there any Mega Man Battle Networks, like 3DS games, any new games, and I found this one game called something Eden. It's not out yet, pre-release. But anyways, the main point is I just wanted to play video games. Like I was like, yeah. I was like feeling nostalgia trip. So I played video games like the whole day. And then later in the day, I started to mix playing video games and watching Attack on Titan. Because because with the other ALTs, they were like, we were talking about good shows and stuff. So they were like, yeah, man, Attack on Titan's great. I was like, yeah, I think I stopped watching after season 2, and I just never started watching again when season 3 came out. So I mean, I assumed it's good. I've heard good things. It's really really good. I finished it all, season 3 part 1 and part 2. So about, what was that, like 12 episodes plus like 9. It was like 20 episodes or something. So basically like 6 hours, like 6 hours. And the thing Jordan talked to me about is that I when I phrased this, I phrased it as a problem. I phrased it as, oh no, this is another cycle. I am in the hedonistic trap again. I playing games, and I should be doing work. I should be making these videos like this video. I should be doing my TrevorWest.life blog post, which I could have had done yesterday had I done work on it. But Jordan also said, and I think this is good to keep in mind, that to kind of, it's that balance where if you're going with the flow, but if you feel like fear, and it's fear or avoidance or procrastination, sort of this more negative energy motivating you, then that's bad. And I definitely think I felt that, especially with Attack on Titan, like these cycles that I go through sometimes, and maybe other people, maybe they can resonate with this, is that, especially it was Sunday, right? So the next day was Monday. So it's not like I could just stay up and or go to sleep and sleep in really late and know, okay, I'm good. But like increasingly, there's this weird, and it's sort of, it definitely is an unconscious thing, because if it wasn't, I don't think it would occur, because I think consciousness would probably cut through it. Because there was times where like it wasn't in, I should work on my like blog post, my website post. It was, I want to work on it. But there was like this fear, or like almost this I should play games almost take me over. And that's where it gets tricky, because the ego, at least my ego, likes playing these games, and my ego can be very, very tricky sometimes. And how did it go? Let me just breathe a bit. But yeah, I think it started out as playing games as a nostalgia trip, and there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with taking a break from doing things. I mean, I already did a lot. That's why I'm saying, like, the main insights I want to say right now, because right now where I stand is, I think for me, it's this balancing point where having fun playing or doing nothing is totally fine. But if it's motivated out of fear or resentment or these sort of negative downward pulling energies, rather than, I just want to have fun, man. Like sometimes I'll just go dancing outside because it's just like, I just really want to, or like I'll just sleep in like crazy on a weekend because it feels great. Like, and it's not necessarily fear, and maybe some of it is an avoidance or procrastination of stuff. And so that's why I think I'm trying to be a little harder on myself to have this set schedule, so that I get in this habit of, because I do really like writing these scenes. I like making these videos. They're fun to make, and I look forward to making more content. Let's hope it's not all completely horrible. But well, yeah, I got like 5 minutes. So the key takeaway is for this Monday Mind Dump is, yeah, I guess follow your bliss, but also, yeah, that another thing that I felt even while experiencing this was almost like maybe it was necessary, because I woke up this morning. It was a hard wake up. I woke up at like 5, and then I went back to sleep until 5:30, and went back to sleep 5:40, and I was like, okay, I need to get up now. Got up, showered, got dressed like this, and then got ready for the call. The thing I felt this morning was, I feel this motivation now, because there's the tension built from yesterday of me doing nothing. Well, not doing nothing, but just sort of a lot of recreation and maybe some of it near the tail end of it, like maybe the first half, so from like 10:30 until like 2 or 3 or 4 p.m. was just sort of like fun, but some of it was avoidance because there was an event going on Iki, like a little festival going on downtown in the area where I live, and I kind of wanted to go to that, but I was kind of like wrapped up in playing games and stuff, and so there was almost an avoidance of being social, of going to that, even though I kind of wanted to go to that. And there was also then the avoidance of working on my blog post, even a little bit, which I kind of wanted to do that. Avoidance of studying Chinese, Japanese, which I kind of wanted to do. Like the things I write as goals, like what I read out earlier, it's not just stuff I think I should do. It's like stuff I want to do. And if I were to say why, with Japanese, Chinese, it's to connect with people. I mean, Japanese is what I do in my work. So yeah, it'd be great to be better at that. And then the other things like the blog posts and these videos. I mean, yeah, like I'll just be honest here. It'd be great if I were able to become popular or something, and I guess one view of that would be, oh, okay, able to make money online through just saying what I like to say and spreading a message to other people. But I think for me the thing is I really want to have really good conversations with people. I made this in my last post. I've been messaging with other friends, and I think I'm going to go through with it. But basically, I'm going to start trying to organize, and similar to Paul Vanderklay, use like the Zoom application or something, and just have conversations with people. So if you want to have a conversation with me, I don't know why you would, no, but I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, and I know Paul Vanderklay, he had a link, so maybe I'll be sneaky and I'll start a Patreon page. So you have to give me $1 if you want to talk with me. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I got 2 minutes left. So the takeaway from this is, yeah, be true to yourself. And yeah, it's for me, it's this ongoing process of letting go. So maybe that's what I'll title this. It's the letting go process, where let go of the shoulds and woulds and all of that, but let go of the fear in that too, and then let things flow. See, for me, the reason why I'm letting go of the regret of me just playing video games and watching Attack on Titan all yesterday. But a lot of that, half of it or more, a lot was definitely motivated out of fear. And if I let go of that fear, I probably would have gone to bed at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Because a part of a desire I had yesterday too was, I'll just go to bed super early because I'm already getting a little sleepy. I'll go to bed really early, wake up, at 4 or 5, and do something like this. Do a video or work on a blog post or something that's exciting and creative. I've noticed at work too, when I'm doing creative things, making fun PowerPoints or lesson plans for English, or when I'm doing my international cafe events. I'm doing a Valentine's Day event. Actually, hold up. I got it right here. Oh, that's the work alert. Here it is. This is my, I got tape on it. But this is my little flyer, my little Valentine's Day flyer. I mean, I'm assuming most of you don't live on Iki Island, so you probably aren't coming. But if you are, pull through. It's 100 yen. It's on February 13th. It's a tree day. It's a yeah, in Japanese the kanji for Thursday is tree. So it's Thursday, starts at 6:30. See you there. Be there, be square. Anyways, it's been real. Yeah, just in your own lives, I guess. Maybe I'll leave it here with the challenge. I tried this with my other website that just totally died, projectthoughtjournal.org. But I think it's a good thing. So a challenge. Maybe at the end of the Monday Mind Dump, I can offer a challenge. What in your life do you feel that, you're judging yourself on? Like, maybe it's similar to this. You spend your whole weekend or a day on your weekend just relaxing, and really look into that and see, is it motivated from fear or procrastination or something like you're avoiding? Because for me yesterday, a lot of it, half of it at least, definitely was. And you don't have to feel bad about that, but just for me, I wanted, like, that's why I brought it up in the call with everyone, because I just wanted the advice. And Jordan first said, well, let go of the shoulds and that. So in your own life, what are the shoulds and the woulds? And the difference would be the shoulds is like, oh, I should do this. You feel some sort of binding that you have to do it. And a would is like potential. What would you do? What could you do? So like should versus could. And that potential, I think, is important. So just, I guess, in your own life, and if you want, in the comments below, let me know. And look forward to hearing from you. And all the best. Live long and prosper. Live further. See ya.